What if your friend is your biggest enemy? Look around your life right now. Not the obvious enemies, not the loud haters. I'm talking about the ones who smile in your face while quietly draining your spirit. The ones who sit close to you, laugh with you, and even leave you feeling smaller every single time you walk away. This is the danger most people miss. Toxicity doesn't come wearing a warning sign. It doesn't introduce itself as harm. It shows up dressed like love, wrapped in concern, and disguised as someone who just wants the best for you. And because of that disguise, you allow it. You explain it away. You defend it. You even question yourself instead of questioning them. That's how deep the trap goes. Over time, it becomes normal. You get used to feeling drained, used to feeling confused, used to carrying emotional weight that doesn't belong to you. You start thinking this is just how life is supposed to feel. But it's not. The heaviness you carry is not normal. That quiet suffocation you feel is not life. That is contamination. And the longer you breathe it in, the harder it becomes to remember what clean air even feels like. There is a truth many people don't want to accept. Toxic people stay in your life because you allow them to. Not because you're weak, but because you keep feeding them something they need, your attention. Every reaction you give them is fuel. Every explanation, every defense, every emotional response keeps them alive in your space. They thrive on it. And this is where the shift begins. Not with shouting, not with dramatic exits, but with something far more powerful: strategic indifference. This is not childish ignoring. This is controlled detachment. This is you choosing not to participate in the emotional game they've been playing with you. When you stop reacting, something strange happens. The person who once had power over you begins to lose control. They push harder at first. They test you. They try new ways to pull you back in. But if you hold your ground, if you stay consistent, they begin to fade. Not because you forced them out, but because you stopped feeding them what kept them there. Before you can remove toxicity, you have to recognize it. And it's not always loud. Sometimes it's subtle. A joke that cuts a little too deep. A comment that leaves you second-guessing yourself. A pattern of interactions that always ends with you feeling drained. Your body already knows. That tension you feel, that anxiety that shows up around certain people, that's your internal alarm system sounding off. Stop ignoring it. If someone consistently leaves you feeling worse than you were before you saw them, that's not a coincidence. That's a pattern, and patterns tell the truth. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Part of the reason you stay in these situations is fear. Fear of being alone, fear of conflict, fear of losing something, even if that something is hurting you. And toxic people know this. They don't need to say it. They feel it. They sense it. And they use it. They give just enough kindness to keep you hooked, just enough pain to keep you unsure. You stay hoping it'll get better, while slowly losing yourself in the process. Strategic indifference breaks that cycle. It cuts off the emotional supply. It disrupts the pattern. It forces a reset. And yes, it will feel strange at first. You might feel guilty. You might feel like you're doing something wrong. But that guilt, that's not truth. That's conditioning. When you stop explaining yourself, you take your power back. When you stop reacting, you take your peace back. When you stop engaging, you take your life back. You don't owe anyone access to your energy. You don't owe anyone emotional explanations for choosing yourself. And here's the part many miss. You don't need closure for someone who never respected you. You don't need understanding from someone committed to misunderstanding you. Silence becomes your strength. Distance becomes your protection. And in that space, something powerful begins to grow. As the noise fades, clarity begins. You begin to hear your own thoughts again. You start to feel lighter, stronger, more in control. That energy you once wasted trying to fix broken people, now it belongs to you and only you. You begin to invest in yourself, your growth, your peace, and your future. And slowly, your standards rise. What you once tolerated becomes unacceptable. What you once excused becomes obvious. You change. And when you change, everything around you changes too. Let's be real. Not all of you wants to let go. There's a part of you that is used to the chaos, used to the struggle, used to playing the role you've been stuck in for so long. Letting go means losing that identity. It means stepping into something unfamiliar. And that discomfort, that's growth knocking at your door. You can't become a better version of yourself while holding on to what is breaking you. Your peace is not something you negotiate. It is not something you trade to keep people comfortable. It is a foundation of your entire life. If someone threatens that peace, they do not belong in your space, no matter who they are. Indifference is not cruelty. It is protection. It is survival. It is self-respect in its purest form. And when you fully embrace it, something powerful happens. You become untouchable to the very people who once drained you. Because a person who respects themselves cannot be manipulated. A person who values their peace cannot be controlled. And a person who masters indifference will never again be a victim of emotional parasites. Choose yourself every single time. Let me know what you think. Lance Scurv out. On to the next one. I hope you enjoyed this message, and I'm glad that you're here. Peace.